Okay, is that it?
It is, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Item 16, you guys are going to be so glad we're on 16. Public Statement 2. I see you. That really helps.
Congratulations, Marie, for being reinstated to your office. It's been long overdue. I'm really disappointed that it was a 4-3 vote, because it's like, what the hell are you thinking? You guys conspired to get rid of her. There's no question about it. We got it right here in this email, which, by the way, one of your trustees said that I obtained illegally. Well, I never broke in here and got that email. It was given to me. I can't acquire a document illegally. I'm not a board member anymore. The person who gave it to me was not told that it had to be confidential. So therefore she, and I don't think that she's afraid to tell you who she is, are you, Cheryl?
Are you? Nope. It wasn't confidential to me, so.
It was not told to be confidential, but Ryan sure gave her a bunch of heck because she shared it with the public. And then Karen
I didn't know that.
called her into her office when she asked her, do I need an attorney there? Because it's not often that the person that works underneath you would call you into their office for something that they need to talk to you about. And she told her, no, you don't need an attorney. But when she walked in the door, Lizzie was sitting right there. If that's not intimidation, I don't know what is. I was intimidated a few times. Bill Howe was intimidated. If I come up missing, please look for this guy first. By the way, Ryan, I know I'm never going to receive an apology for you for lying about me and for trying to take credit for my work. But just to prove that I'm the better man with a little more class, I forgive you. You are forgiven. You're not worth me dealing with this kind of crap. So anyway, congratulations to Cheryl, because on a board that's done nothing since 2020, since the new board started, a board that's accomplished nothing except for regular housekeeping stuff, budgets, the roads, that kind of stuff. The only thing that we have accomplished up until tonight was in the month of June, we get to put out the flag, the pride flag. Not that I'm against that, but that's all we've accomplished. But Cheryl, congratulations, because you got Marie put back into her office. You got the senior center open 5 days a week. Are you gabbling me?
I am.
Okay.
3 minutes are up according to our rules.
I think you need to let the Recs board know that they can no longer meet in the conference room. I believe that's where they meet on a regular basis. Any video I've ever watched, they've been in the conference room. It was brought up earlier about with our police officers and the possibility of a mental health team of some sort. Karen, I believe you were contacted by Chief that I had gotten with Gary a week ago and asked that you and I and him and Kevin and Dwight Washington and somebody from Tri-County Mental Health get together, because you didn't mention it. So it is in the works to try to put together some sort of an outside intervention team. So that is in the works and is highly needed, especially here in the Webster Road corridor. We've got some chronic issues up here. Alan?
Yes.
I'm really sorry that you bought into the gossip and that you were so confused about the meetings and where they're being held. The senior advisory meetings are held right here.
I was invited to the meeting by Judy.
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but the meetings are held
No, you
right
don't.
here. And you bought into some gossip of one disgruntled rogue board meeting. And by doing that tonight, you insulted Debbie Johnson. That would be Deborah Church Johnson.
Correct.
She didn't deserve that.
No, she didn't.
Not at all. That's pretty disrespectful to her. If you've got a problem with something that's going on with the advisory board, you take that up with the advisory board. You sat here and made accusations that were not true, and you're operating off nothing but gossip. No facts, zero. That should not be the way you conduct yourself. I know you know better. I know you know better. And Marie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Cheryl, good job getting us on the agenda because nobody else seemed to want to do it. Those who set the agenda didn't do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any other? Just me, okay.
Dana Conley, I live on Chandler Road, and I am on the Senior Center Advisory Board. And when we talked about, thank you very much for voting for open 5 days. When we talked about being open for 5 days, Jenna is being paid for, I am thinking 26 hours a day, but she works at home Tuesday and Thursday. Well, we thought if she could work at the center on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that she would be there and not, it wouldn't cost you anything because you're already paying for her. But thank you for voting for that. Another question is, the things that Marie brought up, when are they going to be discussed and talked about and brought to the taxpayers? Any idea?
The senior
Her
center?
questions, her 19 questions that she had
Oh,
today at the beginning of the meeting.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I'm interested in finding out what's going to happen and how it's going to be handled. And one more thing. I would like you to spend money on paving Drumhiller Road. So, can we do that?
I'd
Can
sure
we-
like to.
Can we think about doing that?
Give me $650,000.
I got some in that one fund. What is that? What is that fund? I don't know. So, there you go.
That's
Maybe
yours.
that'll work. But it would be
I'm
very,
picking up
very
yours.
wonderful if you paved Drumhiller for a lot of people. Thank you.
No, I got that. No, that's the one. I must have put it someplace. Hi, Kenny.
Hi, I'm Kenny Church. I'm the brother of Deb Johnson. It just surprises me that, for whatever reason, you didn't want to work through the issue, but just simply just not fill the position. Honestly, I
bad.
didn't even know till today that she had applied, but you mentioned assistant for an assistant, but if we simply gave back the governing of the township to the supervisor, perhaps the clerk wouldn't be busy enough that they would need an assistant for an assistant. You also spoke about an assistant for the assessor and years of training to get them up to snuff. Spoke of another police officer, and yet, of all those new positions, you spent more time trying to figure out how you're gonna pay for reopening the senior center 2 days a week and offering cold cuts. So I'm not sure how three government positions here in the township warrant virtually nothing but a mention, but offering cold cuts to our seniors and giving them a place to eat, cool, and meet seems to be so critical to our budget. But Mr. Rosecrans, there, if I win the Mega Millions, you got yours. I'll pave that street for you. Thank you, Ms. Kellerman, for getting us on the agenda, or getting us on the agenda and getting our supervisor back doing
Thank you.
business here in Township Hall. Thank you for the members who voted in favor of it. Shame on you for those who didn't. So, I think that's it. Beep, beep. I yield back my time.
Oh, you got 56 seconds. There you go.
Meg Ritchie, Outer Drive, and again, once again from the audience, congratulations, Marie, on winning the lawsuit and being claimed not guilty, and again, reaching out to the judge in the case that had quite a few interesting things to say to report, filing that police report and not telling the truth. I would like to also second, when are we going to discuss this? Round and round, full and full. Honestly, I don't need to hear from the attorneys on this, thank you. But people need to be held, as hard and as strong as you were going to take Marie from her job and her title, take her out of her office, I would like that same type of investigation done towards the folks that made these false accusations against her. And that might be an issue when it comes to retribution. I don't think that's retribution. I think that's what the taxpayers call holding our people accountable. If we have a treasurer whose word is in question, I think we should think about that, as well as all the other positions and staff positions. Some people need to be held accountable, and questions need to be answered. We're not going to get any of that here tonight. So I would like to suggest that you have another special meeting where not just safety and for yourselves, or but an actual discussion with the community about what the heck happened around here. Who's going to answer for it? We elected you all to represent us. And I'm hoping that you're going to do the right thing and represent us as people that want to know answers. What has happened here? How can we make it better? How can you move forward and keep going and talk to each other civilly and just try to get things done? There's not even a strategic plan. How are you going to do a budget? That's coming up shortly. That's my time.
Thank you, Meg. Is there anybody else for public comment 2? No takers? Board member comments? We started with you. We start with Brian, go right ahead.
Excuse me.
started
Thank
with
you, Madam Supervisor. Thank you for applying the rules. I am with you in using our board rules and Robert's Rules of Order. I just ask that they're equally applied to board members, to the staff, and to the audience. I appreciate your interest in following the rules, and I support you in that. I'd also ask the audience to be more respectful. This is what you are demanding of us, to be respectful to you. I think you all need to be respectful to each other and to us as well. And just ask people to follow some simple common sense. Seek proof beyond Facebook for what is being alleged. Use some discernment. Judge the sources of where information is coming from. And just encourage folks to do that. I think that's good advice all the time, but certainly here today. That's it.
Kenny, I'd just like to let you know that 3 years ago, Drumheller Road was 1/3 less than it is now. And if we wait a couple, 3 more years, Drumheller Road is gonna be up to $1 million.
1.5 million, baby, you got it.
Okay, you got her, baby. That's all.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you all very much for coming and staying and for the support. It's greatly, greatly appreciated, to say the least. I am very, very sorry that the senior center will now be mandated as to where they have to sit. Although I'm sure great minds will figure this out and make it a better place, we hope. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate your coming. You guys too, standing out there. You're awesome. You guys ought to see this. I hope you'll stay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Not going anywhere.
good job.
No comments.
Joe?
Yes. Thanks for coming, everybody.
You need that around your nose, pull it up. That's where the infection comes from.
It's okay. I'm not sick. I'm just trying not to get sick.
Protecting.
I know, I understand that completely. Sherry,
Thank you
comments?
for coming, guys, and really thank you for your support and what I tried to do, and appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Benzi?
Yes.
Ms. Kellerman?
Yes.
Mr. Funes Bliss?
Yes.
Mr. Rosecrans?
Yes.
Ms. Butler Challenger, yes. Ms. Howe?
Yes.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Thank you.
PM. Okay, at 9:45, is that what you got? Okay.
Do you want this extra copy, Al?
No, I've got one. I don't.
Do you mind if I throw it away? I kept mine. There was an extra one.
Is it a form that has like a copy?
It's the Al.
Yes. Heaven only knows, I have no clue. I have no clue, so I don't know what the hell she's talking about.